Hi, you are listening to Daily Bible Verses, which is recited by BSR.
First reading is taken from Ezekiel chapter 47 verses 1 to 9 and 12. In those days the angel brought me back to the door of the temple, and behold, water was issuing from the below of the threshold of the temple towards the east. The water was flowing down from the below of the south of the temple, the south of the altar. Then he brought me out by the way of the north gate and led me round on the outer gate that faces towards the east. Behold, the water was trickling out on the south side. Going towards the east, with a measuring line in his hand, the man measured 1,000 cubits and then led me through the water, and it was ankle deep. Again he measured 1,000 and led me through the water, it was knee deep. Again he measured 1,000 and led me through the water, it was waist deep. Again he measured 1,000 and it was a river that I could not pass through, for the water had risen. It was so deep to swim in, a river that could not be passed through. And he said to me, Son of man, have you seen this? Then he led me back to the bank of the river. As I went back, I saw on the bank of the river very many trees on one side, on the other. And he said to me, This water flows towards the eastern region and goes down into the Arabah and enters the sea. When the water flows into the sea, the water will become fresh, and wherever the river goes, every living creature that swarms will live in, and there will be the fresh and many fish. For this water goes there, and the water of the sea may become fresh. So everything will live, and where the river goes. And on the banks, on both sides of the river, there will grow all kinds of trees for food. Their leaves will not wither, nor their fruit fail. But they will bear fresh fruit every month, because the water from them flows from the sanctuary. Their fruit will be for food, and their leaves for healing. This is the word of the Lord. Gospel reading, it is taken from John chapter 5 verses 1 to 16. There was a feast of the Jews, and Jesus went up to Jerusalem. Now there is in Jerusalem by the sheep gate a pool, in Aramaic called Bethesda, which has 5-roofed colonnade. In these lay a multitude of invalids, blind, lame, and paralyzed. One man was there who had been an invalid for 38 years. When Jesus saw him lying there and knew that he had been over there for a long time, he said to him, Do you want to be healed? The sick man answered him, Sir, I have no one to put me into the pool when the water is stirred up, and while I am going, another steps going down before me. Jesus said to him, Get up, take up your bed and walk. And at once the man was healed, and he took up his bed and walked. Now that day was the Sabbath. So the Jews said to the man who had been healed, It is Sabbath, and it is not lawful for you to take up your bed. But he answered them, The man who healed me, that the man said to me, Take up your bed and walk. They asked him, Who is the man who said to you, Take up your bed and walk? Now the man who had been healed did not know who it was, for Jesus had withdrawn, as there was a crowd in the place. Afterwards Jesus found him in the temple and said to him, See, you are well, sin no more, that nothing worse may happen to you. The man went away and told the Jews that it was Jesus who had healed him. And this is why the Jews were persecuting Jesus, because he was doing these things on the Sabbath. This is the word of the Lord.
Thank you everyone for listening to Daily Bible Verses. Please do subscribe and share. Please stay tuned for the next episode. Signing off.